Greetings. Man, Pisces. What is going on out there? It's like the return of Jesus or something. What are y'all doing? Are y'all waking up nicely? Is that what it is? Good deal. A lot of talk of that in the collective. That's got to be a shocker here during fucking times of revelation. Yeah, they've been waiting for it forever, you know. You would expect them to catch on fucking sooner than what they do, unless there's money involved. And then when there's money involved, oh boy, the greed comes out. Oh, the jealousy. Why not me? Well, you know, how did your past lives go? Well, I've never had a past life regression. Well, then chances are you're not going to know. you never woke up. So it is. How the hell are you going to live the dream if you never wake up in it? Make a wish. It's just what it is, Pisces. And the fact that we have to move in silence now because it's for your safety, Pisces. For a healer to have to move in silence for safety. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. It's just what it is. It just shows how many unhealed people there are out there, Pisces. It's just what it is. But, I mean, you can't tap into the higher consciousness if you don't believe in God. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that, Pisces. I can't do anything about that. I can put the lie. Yeah. When you hear a reader say that the hand of God is on the earth angel, and then you hear another reader say, talk to the hand. Yeah, well, it just looks like, you know, the hand of God has rejected you. Holy shit. Could you imagine that being your biggest flex in life, Pisces? The hand of God is rejecting people. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't know how they'll ever live that down. It's okay. Let's fly high, shall we? Not fucking. It's like, hi, how are you? Not how high are you? It's just what it is. And chances are they're high as fuck. Ask them. They'll tell you. It's just what it is. You can't do anything about that, though. You can't do anything. It's the best part about fucking silence being golden is if they don't know what you're doing, they can't fuck it up, Pisces. It's true. They have absolutely no idea what's going on. It's the fool's journey. It's just what it is. Let's do some stranger things, shall we? God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, send a master to divine white light. It has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. I mean, it's what it is. When they tell you that it's the low key attached to the higher consciousness, well, then you got to wonder what's that low a key to? What door has he locked them out of? Ouch. That's what it is. And I mean, when I walk away, they'll be looking for the key forever. Oh God, look at that. So I hear there's a price on an earth angel because of the truth. When you're supposed to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And she said, you're worth more unalive to him than you are alive. And I thought, did they just see my last video? What they want for another is what they want for themselves. They're worthless, alive and or otherwise. That's sad. That's sad. I mean, it's what it is. A QHHE practitioner can walk around and say, yes, I have 5-star I've got 45-star death experiences under my belt. And that's acceptable. It's past life regressions. I take you through the death experience. The opposition, you don't get a review afterward. It's true. It's true. You don't get a review from your... Is that even a client? No, it's not even a client at that point. It's just what it is, as shocking as that may sound. Thank you, Spirit. And I mean, that's going to be the question that we have to ask ourselves is who ascended? Where are these ascended individuals, these people who chose to let the hand of God fight their battles for them? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It'll take these normies another 2,000 years to figure that shit out. over and over and over again on the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you, Spirit. They don't realize that's lifetimes, man. That's got to be rough. And I hear that nobody's laughing anymore, and I thought, well, yeah, God always gets the last laugh. I think I've told this story before. I always think of Christy Marie Sheldon when I hear that. They were laughing at the pain and making fun of the individual connected to the Most High. It is just what it is. And it was a spiritual test that they all failed, which is fine with me. I have no problem with that. However, when you hear that, I like to, and it's happened multiple times, people will ask you about connecting to spirit. Like, well, are you familiar with Christy Marie Sheldon at Mind Valley? And they're like, Vishen Lakhiani, when she does a master class, he will tell you, we're going to move the camera off of the teacher to give her some privacy while she does her thing, but you'll be able to hear her off camera. However, when she's channeling, she's going to giggle a lot. So you fucking, because she makes faces and shit. So we're going to tell you, and that's the main reason I do this right here, is so it can, gives a fuck. If that's what Christy Marie Sheldon wants to do, she's fucking famous, so she can do that. Me is what it is. I got no problem acting a fucking fool on some YouTube. For the simple fact of what Vishen Lakhiani said, we're going to give her some respect. We're going to give her some privacy while she channels and teaches a spiritual lesson. But you'll hear while she's channeling that she giggles a lot. So you just have to keep in mind that is bliss, and you'll need to get over yourself. Okay, here's what it is. Just what it is. I hear there's some natural disasters and things happening because they came after an earth angel. That's got to be shocking to a lot of people. It's got to be shocking to a lot of people. However, it's what it is. What it makes you wonder, is that on the 3D timeline of good and bad going to hell, or is that on the 5D timeline of ascending and going to the heavens? It's just what it is. They've been telling you about the 3D to 5D split this whole time. The problem I'm running into is, isn't that group the ones that got left behind? Thank you, Spirit. Haven't they been talking about it this whole time and then got left behind because they couldn't activate the other side of their brain? Fakes, phonies, and frauds. If they didn't activate the other side of their brain, then they certainly didn't activate the crown. So I don't know how they can talk about building the shield from the crown down and channeling down through the halo, making the shield. It's what it is. I mean, you can make the shield and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but that Earth Angel glow, that's the showstopper. That's the showstopper. It is. Ask them. I mean, you got to keep in mind, I understand how the law of karma works. You can't allow them to bring their karma into your divine situation. We're moving forward on the divine path, not fucking carrying along the karmics on the karmic path. This is Pisces' path. They're either over here somewhere lost in the sauce, the saucer, or they're over here lost in the sauce of the saucer. That's what it is. Earth. They're on their own path. Everyone is on their own path. How many times have you heard that? Everybody's on their own path. Yes, they are. However, all roads to coming in, this is the divine union. Not meeting your fucking opposite. If you meet your opposite, you still have to come to the fucking middle to ascend. That's what it is. Right? And we have already, it wouldn't matter what they do at this point. They would have to lose everything because nothing is everything. They would have to have an experience so fucking traumatic that they lose everything to get grounded and centered and then do the work. You're holding on to something positive. You're holding on to something negative. If you're holding on to what you're grateful for, everything that you already have, but you'll still have fucking negative people over here that try to take that away from you on the path. And what happens? Natural disaster. Natural disaster. Fuck out of here. God's hand. God's hand. Get out of here. God's hand. Star Wars. God's hand. That's what it is. You got fucking Jedis over here. Wom, wom, problem with their light and shit. It's what it is. It's just what it is, Pisces. Confirmation. I hear they've got some war. She said war angels are showing up at their house. I'm like, well, you know, when that Aries, Mercury, Venus in my birth chart is the freaking god of war energy. It's the goddess of war energy. You look at the mask of Loki, that's the god of war energy. Earth Angel, okay, that's Loki from Dogma. They told you that the star seeds' lives play out like a movie. And as a QHHT practitioner of Dolores Cannon's method, I put her advice to work. We can't figure out what Pisces is going to do next. Well, you're not a QHHT practitioner. Your life doesn't play out like a movie. Thank you, Spirit. Pisces has got them all shocked and in awe. I don't know why. I'm on the divine fated path. Right? And that's always going to come with some jealousy, some envy, that we've come into alignment on our soul's destiny. Great. Who's going to have a problem with that? People who have not come into alignment with their soul or a destiny. Cool. Okay, cool. That means they either have no fucking soul, they have no destiny, or they're not in touch with their soul or their soul's destiny. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I know Pisces has absolutely had enough. And when I see these readings, and then there's thousands of comments, thousands of views. It's my first question, Pisces. Where are you? I've only found one other that has any of the abilities I do, and she knows not to say anything. That's what it is. We have to move in silence. Why? Because people are fucking stupid. It's simple enough. Ask them. They'll tell you, yeah, we just did the dumbest shit we've ever done in our lives. That's what it is. That's why you're in the position that you're in. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. She said, you're a reincarnated monk or a god. I thought, well, if you take the Bodhisattva vow, that is a divine being who has awakened to their divine nature. And if you're standing in your Pisces sun raw energy, it's going to show up in the cards. It's Reiki. It's universal life force energy. It's whatever I intend it to be. That's why they can't get a read on me in any of the readings. As soon as I change my intentions, Reiki is based on intention. As long as it's for the highest positive good, it fucks that energy up pretty good, doesn't it? That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. It's making people trying to get a reading on me or getting allergic reactions and shit. Is that true? That's what these girls are saying. Is that true? That's what it is. They should mind their own business and quit being divination abusers. Right? Because keep in mind, all this shit is over money. Okay, great. Great. Fucking, how about that hermit floating on the water down the fucking Camp Mystic Road? Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I mean, you got to keep in mind, if the only thing that we're accepting is love, light, and truth, because that's fucking, come on. All truths are half-truths to begin with. Right? If you're going to be one with everything, you're going to be the dark and the light. You're going to be you're going to be one half or the other. There's always your version, their version, and the fucking truth, both of them coming together. They can't do that. Which means God has the love, the light, and the truth has rejected them. Oh my God. It's got to be their biggest flex in life. We've been rejected by God. Oh no. So yeah, don't feel too bad. Italy was. As sad as that fucking is. Thank you, Spirit. Right? I mean, that is my task, my job in all of this. When I have multiple readers that I know for a fucking fact don't know each other, their messages are different. It's their own style. However, they're picking up on that one energy, and when they say the name, and I've had dealings with that individual, and they're talking about them summoning jinn, it's what it is. Your blessings come in three, and it's a lesson learned. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. However, I'm not promoting readers' names anymore anyway. She said, Pisces, Spirit sees your strength. I'm getting the name Lowe. Oh, okay, cool. That's the key. So what message do you have for me? General tarot reading. So spirit sees your strength. You're talking about the boathouse and shit. I'm like, okay, come on with it. Talking about my Asian landlords. Okay, come on with it. tell me everything I need to fucking leave behind. Come on with it. Yeah, maybe you need to make them feel the bend. I thought, okay, well, I've been making them feel the bend for over a fucking year now. And now you got natural disasters. You got women cooking dogs in Texas, blaming it on the fucking 13-year-old gin possession. That's what I would assume. If I've got one client who agrees with me that, her daughter was possessed by something, and then we have a reader that clarified it, so that's fucking a good deal for me because I had the reader to give to her. It was a good deal for my client because she got the information that she needed, right? And now she can clean her fucking house up. She knows what she's dealing with. The daughter's locked up. That's what it is. Like a woman cooking dogs and then blaming it on the 11-year-old devil down the road. That's what it is. People don't believe shit unless they see it on the 6 o'clock news. Cool. There was a 6 o'clock news story about a woman cooking her dog. Thank you, Spirit. Set the dog on fire. 11-year-old calls the police. They get there. The 11-year-old's the devil. Well, yeah, I would think any kid that called the police on a possessed mom for cooking the dog would be the devil, or she was seeing shit, or who knows? Who knows? Go ask Pocahontas. Go ask Irene Bedford. However, the same reader that Spirit sees your strength. I'm getting the name Lowe. Maybe you should make them feel the bend. The same reader gave me the tip of Pisces. Close your eyes and the world is yours. Break that dark energy up. And I thought, well, okay. I mean, the last time we did that, we banished the May Witch, and your chaos magic did a Mandela effect on the planet. That's what it is. That's the thing is you've got all these readers talking about an earth angel out here slaying demons. Great. How did they erase them? How did they fucking break the energy up? I don't listen to the social norms. You listen to someone teaching scrying, the first thing they tell you is if you see an entity in your scry mirror, don't touch the mirror. I'm shielded. I try to fucking grab it. Cards in the upright. Oh, we'll flip them around. INFJ self-talk. Always go within where the answers lie. Look at that. Oh, judgment. Upside down. Looks like we're there calling judgment on that situation. Look at all that fire and stuff behind that guy. It's just what it is. Looks like, ooh, there's demons and all kinds of shit behind him. Yeah, it looks like he's sitting on the beach down by the water. A little demon coming out from behind. That's what it is. Not much we can do about judgment being upside down at this point. And when I'm hearing readers saying that they were at their last attack, that was the final showdown for their last attack against an earth angel. Cool. I wonder where that's going to backfire and who that's going to be a problem for. Oh, the aliens. Look at that. The 9 of Strands. Divine endings and conclusions are upside down. What does that mean? That means it is in God's hands. Trust no one. I absolutely agree. Pisces, yeah, you can probably trust a Pisces. It's just what it is. People with spiritual gifts and reviews, yeah, you can probably trust that shit. People that have the most horrible fucking past you could ever think of that have overcome it and left all that shit behind. Readers talking about they've been trying to sabotage the Earth Angel's life since birth. Is that true? Is that true? Yeah, that's why Lowe has shut the door, took the key, and kept it fucking moving. What it is. What do we need to be aware of? Yeah, look at that. The 8 of Scoops. See how that left hand is trying to hand the right hand something, and both hands are already full because there's something. One is serving the other because they both have their hands full in this situation, full of karma. One is handing the other one karma, and the other one's trying to hand their karma back to them, while the karma earth angel is stepping out of that zone so they can pass their karma back and forth between each other. Upside down position. What do we need to remember? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. See all those heads kind of stuck off in the waffle? You think we got some waffle heads going on in this situation? It's just what it is. If you feel like a light triggered demon with your head in the waffle maker, it's because you are. It's what it is. People in a nightmare. I can't do anything about that. I can't do it. Did they want to cause a nightmare for the Earth Angel? Yes. Okay, well, cool. Then they're in a nightmare. What they wanted for others, what they want for themselves. Look at that. 2, 4, 6. Here we go again. The 8 of Strands in the upside down position. Da, 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 da. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. That's what it is. I hear there's some cults, groups, secret societies that are all catching a massive amount of karma and all this regret for what they've done from holding on to the past and it being females. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Patience is needed. I mean, if the minute that I'm hearing that, Dorothy summoned Jinn and now these individuals have demonic attachments, if you come to me and your name is Bob, but Susie is talking out of you, that's a fucking, we're done with that. You can't trust that shit. Who knows if that's their demonic attachment? If you come up to me as a Jay-Z Knight with a Romptha coming out of you, I'm already going to know your entire school caused the students' karma. You were criticized as being a cult in the end. I'd rather stick with Reiki that's tried and true. So it is. The only people that you're going to have say anything bad about Reiki, you got what's her name? I can't even remember her name now because she doesn't fucking matter. However, she did angel numbers. She was a Reiki master, put out all kinds of information and then flipped the script and come out and said she was having trouble with spirits and she was having all these issues. Well, yeah, she married a Christian man. And that's what we're all talking about. You can't let those people come into your energy. We just had Chosen 144 say that if you allow these people with their demonic attachments to come back into your energy, paranormal shit starts happening. Okay, great. Well, as soon as he told me that, it made me think of the Reiki master that did angel numbers. She was doing great until what? She met a Christian man, married it, changed gods to full-on Christianity. Oh, Reiki's bad. She was having trouble with spirits. Well, yeah, and we just had a tarot reader that said, don't allow these energies with attachments to come back into your energy because your spirit guides will make it paranormal as fuck. So it tells me all I need to know about her. I think about the priest they were interviewing. I get on the wall. I get a knock on the ceiling. I get a flashing light. I look down, angel number. Cool, we can go with that. A bug. I'll get a paranormal thing happen right when I see a bug. Cool. Take the fucking spiritual meaning of whatever I just saw. Match it to the spiritual meaning of whatever animal, bug, bird I just saw. And get an understanding. And after you get acclimated to it of what is this lesson, the universe is constantly sending you messages. When you're seeing a priest being interviewed and you hear ka 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 in the back, oh, that's the demons, shoo demons, shoo, and you can see the look on the priest's face. Oh yeah, the demons, they just try to interrupt, and they're busting you out because when there's no one around interviewing you, you're serving that demonic entity. Don't lie. And he's being tormented by doesn't matter how he smiles in your face. He's being tormented by demons in that church. It's what it is. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I have absolutely no problem with angelic Reiki in the house until that's my protection. That's what it is. Talking about angels and confirmation. Angels and demons are protecting the earth angel. Okay, cool. So then what does that mean? You trigger a demon? Yeah, I walk into a coffee shop. There's families in there. There's all kinds of people sitting around doing their thing. They fucking may notice me walk in. The energy may get a little wonky all of a sudden, but it doesn't affect them nonetheless. Other than that one guy with an attachment. As soon as my aura comes across that person, they'll have earbuds. I'll tell you how I notice. They'll have earbuds. And when I walk in and everybody's normal, doing their own thing, they may look up, they may make eye contact. But there's that one guy that's triggered as fuck. All I can see is earbuds. They're nervous. They don't know what to do. They were obviously enjoying fucking water. Coyotes only drink water. Let's do some Stranger Things, shall we? If you didn't catch that joke. I walk into a coffee shop and there's two guys sitting there drinking a glass of water.